Good morning. It is Saturday, October 19th, 2024, 11 a.m. and 45 seconds.
Zvi Manor said hi, Doug and friends in chat.
Hello, Zvi.
John Williams said, good to see you, Doug.
Hello, John. Those two were racing neck and neck to see who would be first, weren't they? Thank you so much. Oh, why don't I try one of these things? There we go.
Ribbit shoe. Ribbit.
Oh, that was weird. That's coming through my speakers and my headset. All right. Let's come over here and take care of first things first. We'll change the participant modes to anyone, so anybody can chat. Save that. You should see a message in the chat window, thus indicating topics lined up for today. Live commentary already dealt with. I'll just delete that guy. Viewer questions and issues. This is a reminder, if you have questions, issues with your computer, it's better to ask those early in the show rather than wait till the ending of the show. The good way to do it, the best way to do it, is do an exclamation mark C and then follow that with your question. SpeakerBot will prompt me to read chat, but won't read out your full question, since hopefully your question is longer. And when I have an opportunity, I will go look at that and respond to it. A troubleshooting exercise using, or at least discussing, a hacker mindset or hacker strategy for this troubleshooting. I mentioned it yesterday.
Chris Garrett said, "Hello, I'm going to be sitting back watching. I may join Zoom before the show ends."
All right, Chris, thank you. I think yeah, you were having the internet issues due to the storm. So does that imply your internet service is back? I reported this yesterday on Ken Stout show that when I was watching his trailer, it was freezing at 19 seconds on multiple different computers. Well, I have taken that further, and it is really a head scratcher of a symptom. But the more significant reason why I'm interested in pursuing this,
Chris Garrett said not back yet.
Not back yet.
Still on hotspot.
Okay, it's some interesting troubleshooting directives
chat, please.
or theories that are useful to follow. I'm going to hit a ad break there and then go read this chat message. Going to make that bigger. Up here, zoom in. Nice to see you, Jonathan. John Williams says, nice to see you, Jonathan. Is that what you were putting in read chat? SpeakerBot is fine if you just want to say nice to see you. I don't quite understand why you would want me to go to chat and read
John
that.
Williams said no.
No. No. No to what? That's a problem with answering no to something that I said a while ago. I don't know what you're referring to. No, I don't. No, yeah, I'm totally lost on that. No idea what you're talking about. Hello, DobiTech. William Dawson. Ken will be there in about 10 minutes from William Dawson. I'm going to say that Bill is in a Zoom session with Ken Stout right now. Maybe that's why he's saying that. I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to give me a better explanation for that, John. If there's something there you want me to understand. Okay, then come back to here. Hopefully we'll get a follow-up from TG today. I don't have any extra information from him. That's the issue where when he was plugging in a USB drive, you get a blue screen of death. But then he reported there were some other circumstances where he gets blue screens of death that are not related to USB. So we've talked about that a couple times over the previous few days. Unboxing and initialization of a $300 24-inch all-in-one desktop that I told you yesterday that I had ordered. I think I told you yesterday or Thursday. I think I ordered it Thursday morning. And that's a link to it if you want to see it. And I've got some comments.
Bobby Warren said, "Hey, Doug."
Hello, Bobby.
John Williams said no to, "I did not tell you to see chat messages." Someone else said that.
Oh. Where was that? Oh, it was John Williams said, "Nice to see you, Jonathan." So yeah, I think that was just a mistake on John Williams' part to ask me to read chat to see him talking to Jonathan. But John Williams, wait a minute. John Williams says, "No, I did not tell you to see chat messages. Someone else did that." Yeah, you did, John. This is you right here, isn't it? Let's see. Let's look at the profile icon. Is that somebody? No, it's not somebody pretending to be you. You did the exclamation mark C. So yeah, that's what exclamation mark C does around here, is to tell me to read chat right there. Read recent chat messages. So maybe you just hit the wrong one. No problem. So yeah, I have some disclaimers and warnings about these inexpensive computers to caution people. I know Alice Jones.
Official Tim Tech said, "Hello, Doug Who, bud. I missed you, bud. Glad to be here, bud."
All right, thank you. Glad you're here. Yeah, I know Alice is interested in this all-in-one because she likes all-in-ones, but she's a gamer. So I don't think this $300 machine is going to be up to the gaming task. Then a show and tell with discussion about my plans for using hardware info, log files, and the snipping tool video to evaluate computer performance in everyday conditions, including from my clients. Thank you, Tim. I see that you just dropped a like. And do I have anyone in Zoom yet? Yeah, I do. Okay. Are you there in Zoom? Turn your camera on if you're ready to come on board and speak with me. Let's see. I'm going to give you my microphone and my video so that you can see. And I'm going to move that around. He hasn't turned his camera on yet, so I will continue. There's no questions yet that I've been guided to in chat. Oh, there he is. All right. Alex, give me a thumbs up if you can
JimKJ3N said
hear
if
me.
you want to play games, an AIO is a bad choice.
Okay, I don't hear you quite yet. Understood, Jim, and we can talk more about that later. Let's get, how do I want to do that? That goes this way and that way. I think that's the right way to do it. And then I've got to do, let's see, 2 columns, 1 row. There we go. And all right, let's try this out. Alex, can I hear you? Yes. Hello there. And I'm looking at my mixer to see if you're coming over. And no, you're not. I'm going to go fix that. Audio sources. Let's see, I guess I can show. Can I show this while I'm doing it? I've got to go to audio sources and Zoom audio, turn that one on, and I was not able to show that. So let's try that again. Let's see if you can be heard now.
Hello.
Yep, you're going over. How are you doing today, Alex?
I'm all right. I guess you heard Ken is at the Filipino store shopping.
I did. So I don't think he's going to be active today. Somebody said he was going to be in about 10 minutes. I guess it might be whatever his timing is. Did you have any issues or questions to bring up to start us?
I did not.
All right, very good. Well, thank you for coming in. I will go on to my next on the list. Let's see, let's go hit an ad break and hit a new subject in a moment. For those who aren't up to speed, the reason why I hit the ad breaks is so that YouTube doesn't put the commercials in at times when I'd rather them not do that. So I'll give a little bit of time for that ad to finish. DobiTech asking that text to speech, what is, yeah, exclamation mark D will actually speak whatever you type after that. The legend is up here. Tells you what an exclamation mark C does, and a P, and a D,
DobiTech
and
said,
an N.
hello world.
There you go. That's the way, Dobi. Costanza just got back from Octane Conference in Las Vegas. I earned the Okta Certified Professional Certification, but I also came home with COVID for the first time. Oh no, I'm still avoid groups of peoples. Yep, and he just discovered that's what it does. All right, so now let's go get to this topic. Here's new subject button. Troubleshooting exercise.
Jim KJ3N said I could bring issues into Zoom, but you're not a shrink.
We'll see if we can give you some referrals to therapists for that. Troubleshooting exercise. Thinking like a hacker, and what I'm after there is something that hackers do is they don't assume that something won't work. They'll go try things. They'll just hammer away. And this particular situation would be an appropriate place to do that. Buffering at exactly 19 seconds under various conditions, but only on trailers. What are the common elements? Now, can I demonstrate that after my show started? That's interesting. Well, let me start with, there's a whole lot that I know about this symptom beyond what I reported last night in the chat room on the Ken Stout show. I was not watching the show live because I was in a Zoom conference with my brothers at the time. But I noticed when I played his trailer, the trailer would freeze at 19 seconds. On Big Beast, on Baby Beast, on this laptop. 3 different computers. And I tried various different ways to try, always froze exactly at 19 seconds. Now, I had this idea maybe I can do this. Let me do this. Yeah, here's a way that I should be able to test it. I already have to demonstrate it. I already have my show for Monday configured, but currently it's unlisted. So I'm going to go change it to public so that I can go try to play the trailer for it. That'll be a way to do this. I had not thought this through yet about how I was going to demonstrate this because I thought I'd just go to my trailer and demonstrate it. But wait a minute, the show's already started. Will a trailer still freeze at 19 seconds if there's not actually a show programmed for it? Well, that's interesting. Now, the reason for going through this is not to show you how to fix your computer when a trailer freezes on you, because I don't think you're likely to encounter that. But it's the troubleshooting mindset, how to think through these things. So if I go to my live show now, it's just going to start playing the current live show. So I need to go to my channel and launch the show that's scheduled for Monday. So I'll go to view my channel. Let's zoom this down so it looks more normal. This is the way that you would see it if you went to my channel, youtube.com/LWTdb. You don't actually have to put that @ symbol in there. And if I go to live, here's the show that's scheduled for Monday. Now, if I click on that, it'll start playing the trailer, which is copyrighted music. So I'm going to mute it right away. It's already muted. Oh, darn it. That's where I do an introduction. Well, it's still a trailer. This is labeled as a trailer. So let's see what happens when it gets to the 19-second mark. I haven't tested this. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and there it is. It's frozen. It's getting the refresh symbol. So the same thing happened here. I have replicated this on 3 different computers. Now, what do you think would be a next sensible thing to try? Or give me some suggestions in chat. How would you go about troubleshooting this? While we're waiting for some chat messages to come in, I'll go say hello to Bill Dawson. I'm giving him a heads up. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Bill.
Hello.
There you are. And yes, that's right. You guys can be heard because I haven't muted you. So let's go 2 columns and 2 rows. There you are.
DobiTech said try a different video as a trailer.
Different video as a trailer. Okay, I'll respond to that in a moment. Let me say hello to Bill.
Ken's home too. So
Oh, he is
I'll be on in
home.
a couple minutes.
All right. great, great. And what was the last part you said after you said he's home?
Yeah, I'll be on in a few minutes.
Oh, okay. And did you have any topics or questions to bring up to start off?
No,
You
just
don't-
had fun.
Ken
pressing
Stoutlive said,
drive
just
out
walked
to
in, we'll be on shortly.
Did you hear that speaker
replace
box, Bill?
M.2, and it wouldn't let me clear the old window files off the.
Aljar's tip edge said at
old one by
LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts,
format.
no
Go
buffer on my
this
side
part
at
to
0,
remove the
19.
Okay, Bill, are you hearing the speaker bots when they start playing?
Yeah.
Okay, so when they start playing, you need to stop talking because I cannot understand a word you say while it's playing, okay? So all I heard was there was something about an M.2 drive. I
had to
didn't
place
catch
a
it.
failing M.2 boot drive and went to clear off the old one just in case it got picked out of garbage.
Okay.
But it wouldn't allow me to clear any of the secure Windows files until I went this part and deleted them.
Oh, okay. So did that I doubt that you had encryption enabled, did you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, but you did have secure boot enabled on the computer, did you say?
Yeah.
So you think
have
that
to
was the
Windows
reason?
11. That could have been, maybe.
No, I don't think you have to have secure boot for Windows 11, do you? I don't think so.
The latter. I don't know. I haven't never tried it without it on this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I think your computer has to be capable of it, but I don't think you have to have that on. So you wound up using this part to clean it up.
Yeah.
All right, got it. And hello, Ken Stout.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to get organized here. Hello, Doug. Hello, Bill. Hello, Alex.
Yes,
I
hello.
guess I'm being heard.
Yes, I can hear you. Did you have any
Okay.
topics or questions to start out with?
Apparently, while I'm driving down the road, I'm hearing you have problems with one of my trailers, and you're waiting for my presence before you discuss it. So here I am.
Well, no, I wasn't waiting for your presence. And it is a
Well,
problem.
I gotta go then. See you later.
It's a problem with all trailers. All trailers, no, whether your channel or my channel, or whether it's a currently configured. Well, let's see. This trailer that I'm demonstrating right now is currently configured. Now, notice for the people who are participating in this troubleshooting mind exercise, it's still frozen. It's still got the buffering symbol. It will not go past this. This will just stay there forever.
Is there a link for me to check out so I can see if I have that problem?
Well, sure. Just go to my channel, youtube.com/LWTdb, go to the live section and go to my show that's scheduled for Monday. And you'll be playing my trailer. But I promise you, you will not have the problem. Because I know enough about it that I know.
Oh, well, then I don't need to do it.
However,
If you know I won't have the problem.
However, I can make your computer have the problem.
No, don't. I have enough problems as it is. I don't need any additional help.
It's not a guarantee that Ken won't have the problem because since he was driving down the road, he's on the cell. I thought he was on the cell phone, and he seems to have horrible cell phone service.
What part of I'm home did? Never mind. So, Doug, you say you can cause the problem?
I can make the problem. I can make the problem happen on your computer. Now, I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to walk through this troubleshooting experience with people. And really the thing that I'm after, I might repeat this a few times over, is to point out some troubleshooting philosophies and strategies, because this particular problem is, I think, pretty good way to exemplify that. I'm going to hit an ad break because I know this segment's going to take a long time and I got to keep doing that every few minutes. Okay. And John says that was a typo earlier. So let's see. Yeah, the AIO is not a great choice for the high-end games, but some games it could be okay. Alice has been fine with her all-in-one computer for games until recently. So I want to find what people have been saying about this troubleshooting, what to do next.
Okay, so you said go to your channel, go to Monday.
Yeah, go to the video scheduled for Monday. And that trailer that will, well, that's an introduction. I'm doing an introduction, but that's still a trailer. And it freezes for me at the 19-second mark. DobiTech here is saying it doesn't freeze for him. None of you will have this problem. It is a Doug problem, but only one of the Dougs. Some of the other Dougs don't have the problem. I want to avoid giving too much clues. Okay, I need you to not, when you talk when you're talking to me, not talking to yourself. Some browsers have YouTube.
Isn't it the same when I'm talking to you? I'm talking to myself?
No, because you keep interrupting me. I'm going to mute you if you keep doing that. Some browsers have YouTube problems, so try a different browser. Other browsers, let me demonstrate it. I'll go demonstrate that, because that is a good troubleshooting idea. So here I'm opening Edge. Let's go here to a new tab, youtube.com/LWTdb. You don't have to do the @ symbol. Here's my channel. I'll go to the live and then come to, for the Monday show, which is the 21st, click on that. Now that's not actually copyrighted content. That's me in a dark room introducing a video, but let's see if it stalls at 19 seconds. So here's the same computer, different browser. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Edge will not have the problem on any of my computers. Now consider this. Up here in the upper right corner, I'm not signed in with any YouTube account. Well, let's go see what else is suggested in chat. Let's see, no buffer from Alias. Trying to scroll through this better. Don't scroll, Doug. Use your red dot. That works better. DobiTech, well, if every trader, then try what Seldenball said. He said some browsers have YouTube problems, so different browser. I believe he made correct, as it's working for me on Edge. Okay, that we tried that, and the result was positive. We've got a, well, depends upon how you want to use the word positive and negative. The symptom was not present, so you might say it's negative, but it functions. The symptom is not present when I go to Edge on the same computer where I'm having the problem. I'm having the problem on all of my computers. Big Beast Build, Baby Beast, and this laptop over here are the computers that I've tried this on. I do know some more things about this that you don't know yet. I want you to go through some troubleshooting thought processes. What would you try next? Or any other ideas. They don't have to be all in certain sequence. I also noticed that YouTube is saying replay. When I click on your live, it's doing that for all videos I watch. I don't know why it's not playing right away. YouTube is saying replay. I'm not sure what you mean when you say it's saying replay. Is that something that appears when you go to the live show and start from the beginning of a show that's currently live? Is that what you're just trying? Let's see. Where are you seeing replay on a live show? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. It's saying replay. When I click on your live, it's doing that for all videos I watch. I don't know why it's not playing right away. Yeah, I don't understand what you're seeing. You could send me a photo, take a picture with your cell phone and send a photo. Here's the email address again, DougBetts at LiveWindowsTraining.com, and let me know in chat that you've sent that by email, because I don't know what you mean. Aliage, the exclamation mark V is not working. That is suspended. I explained that yesterday. I won't explain it right now, but that won't function for you. Ken shouldn't watch the trailer while on Zoom, of course. Yeah, we don't want to hear the licensed audio, copyrighted audio. Let's hit another ad break. I just got a reminder in my ear.
So I wonder, Tim Tech is watching it and then it just wants to replay the trailer over. Because I'm kind of confused on what he's saying too.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for him to explain what he means by that, because I don't understand.
All right.
I don't understand. John Williams, Doug, did you say there are problems on your live stream? I think you probably understand by now what I'm referring to. Windows device security wants secure boot to be on. Yeah, but you don't have to have that turned on. Windows device security wants it. So what? You don't have to do that. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Firefox in particular has known problems. Mozilla claims it's due to missed documentation of the YouTube API. Okay, that's not the issue that I'm having. Mini Doug problems. Oh, the other Doug. When I said the other Dougs, you don't quite know what I was referring to when I said that. Zvi says bot audio not working. Is speaker bot audio not working?
Well, didn't you just say you've disabled exclamation G?
Oh, you know what? I put them on hold. Here they come.
DobiTech said, well, if it's every trailer, then try what its Selden Ball said. He said, Leos, some browsers have YT problems, so try different browsers. You know, I believe he may be correct, as it's working for me on Edge.
Is that all of them?
Official Tim Tech said, I also noticed that YouTube is saying replay when I click on it or live. It's doing that for all videos. I watch 80K while it's not playing right away.
John Williams said, Doug, did you say there are problems on your live stream?
Zavi Manor said the trailer is only 55 seconds, no?
John Williams said mini Doug problems.
I'll just tip, she said, now I'm sad. I will cry.
Yeah, what happened is there was a point there where I was trying to get through something and I kept getting interrupted with SpeakerBot. So I put the SpeakerBot on hold and I forgot to unhold it. I should see if I can make that a hold while depressed, while I'm holding the button. That way when I let go of it, I kept my finger on the button, figuring that way I wouldn't forget to unmute SpeakerBot. Yeah, so that was my bad.
I'm glad you clarified what you just said, because when you said, can I mute that while depressed? I'm glad you explained that, because there for a moment I was concerned.
Yeah, you're going to try to...
Is that anything like pulling a carry?
Zvi Manor said pause by timer.
You knew that was coming, right?
Yeah. We won't go
Just said, I will not forget the .sas trauma XD.
All right, let me catch up with these. Z pause by timer, so that when I press the button, it pauses it for amount of time. I like that. I will not forget that dots trauma XD. Does anybody in Zoom understand that comment? That dots trauma XD. I don't know.
Did he have a speaker bot where he had a lot of dots at one point in time?
Oh, maybe sometime in the past, and he won't forget that. Yeah, because when somebody put in a lot of dots, maybe it was Aliage, and it just threw in a bunch of random other language words. That might be what he's referring to. Okay, no other troubleshooting suggestions there. Sasha Smith. Hello, Sasha. I'm doing good today. How are you? Welcome. Let's go on to what? Another idea or way to deal with that. I have tried a few other troubleshooting steps about it. I gave you a clue to one of those, and here is a variation that I have not tried. Here I'm bringing back Microsoft Edge, where it paused at, froze at the 19-second mark, but now it's at 29. Let's see, I'm going to refresh this and see if I get different behavior this time. Oh, behave.
Would it have anything to do with your internet and internet speed?
Well, no, because on other browsers, I don't have the problem. Oh, this was Edge where I said it won't have the problem. Yeah, that's why I went up to 29, because I don't have the problem in Edge. Yeah, so that's why I was up to 29. And that's one of the things with troubleshooting, and it probably should be part of the troubleshooting directives and strategies. And sometimes I will write down things that I try and the result, because once you get fairly deep into the troubleshooting, it's really easy to forget what happened at a prior troubleshooting step, or even remember it wrong, because I kind of demonstrated that a little bit here. All right, I just got another reminder to do an ad break, so I hit those buttons here. I'm thinking it might be useful for me to let people know that, because people who do get the ads, I'll let them know that it was intentional, and when the ad finishes, they can rewind and get back to where I announced the ad break. And I do have the an ad running on Baby Beast right now. There it is. So there's a skip button, so people can skip it. I do not care that you watch them through. You're totally welcome to skip them. Let's see. Oh, Ken Stout is first and DobiTech is first. So what I pointed out earlier is I'm not signed in to my YouTube account on Edge. So I'm going to click to sign in. I'm going to have to take this off screen with each click, but I'm not, because I'm not sure where it might expose something. This is the master email address for my Google account. You should not, if you send email to that address, it'll get to me, but I won't notice it. If you send to the DougBetts at Live Windows Training, I will notice it quicker. It might get totally lost with all the other junk that I get. Okay, then clicking into that. Here it's asking for my password, and my password manager RoboForm is putting that in. So I'll click next. Oh, it says that was wrong. Oh, that's because my, let's see, can I show this screen? Yeah, I think I can. That's because my browser, my Edge browser password had an old Google password in its memory. That's what was automatically populated. So here in RoboForm, I'm gonna click on the remembered password. And then here's what I get next is select a channel. Which channel? And I'm going to watch with. Well, Live Windows Training-DougBetts is my primary channel, the one that I use. So here we're getting, it took a straight, well, we're still on the same page where we had this trailer. So now we're going to see, does it go past 19 seconds? And I don't think I've tested this variation. So I don't think I know.
Doug, is this something that just recently started happening for you?
Yes. Ah, look at that. At 19 seconds on Microsoft Edge, it's giving me the buffer. So what conclusions do you make from that?
Stop watching trailers.
In chat. But the trailers are fun. See, that trailer last night that I was trying to watch on your show was that Halloween trailer that you did.
Right.
And I had not seen it yet. I did find a way to watch it, and we'll eventually get to that. So going to see what
I'm more
saying.
intrigued with you said you can make it so that I can't watch trailers on my computer. That's intriguing.
Well, that's not quite the way I said it, though. I can make your computer buffer at that point on a trailer.
DobiTech said try a different account now.
It's a
It
little
might just
different.
be affecting the channel owner.
So
Okay.
you're doing something to the trailer
Read chat,
then?
please.
All right.
I
Zavi
am
is
intrigued.
Zavi is asking uBlock origin, so we'll check. I have not tested that yet. DobiTech says try a different account now. It might just be affecting the channel owner. That's a good idea. Now, we actually already did, in a sense, when I first went to Edge, I was not signed in at all. So with no account, I don't have that problem. Somebody's going to say, Doug, you are a no account. Nothing. Oh, well.
I was taking a drink of coffee, so.
TG, here, he's writing an email on the updates for the HP blue screen of death situation. Great. Looking forward to that. If you get that sent during the show, let me know in chat. uBlock origin. Well, let's try uBlock origin. Well, no, because Edge, I do have uBlock origin on Edge. I did not know that, so we'll turn it off. We're signed in with my account here, so uBlock origin turned off. Now, if I refresh this page, see what happens. I have to keep the mouse moving over here, or otherwise the counter will disappear. Nope, still buffering at that point. However, uBlock origin is still installed. This computer will be also...
DobiTech said, could it be problems with YouTube Premium?
Okay, we can test both the different account and the YouTube Premium at the same time in a moment. Dan the Man, hello. Have you tried in Chrome incognito window? All right. We want to try all of these, but I'm going to take them in kind of a specific order because some of them will lead us to the right solution quicker than others. And this is about thought processes for troubleshooting is what I want to deal with here. So Chrome incognito window. Okay, so here's Chrome, 3-dot menu, incognito window, youtube.com. I hit the right arrow key to get to the end of that, LWTdb. That'll take me to my channel. Clicked on live. We're not signed in up here in the upper right corner. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, isn't this a little redundant? Haven't we already tried not being signed in? And we know that that works, but now we're on Chrome and not signed in and incognito. So here's the Monday show. Mute that.
Jim KJ3N said you could try Firefox. Yes, I'm being a smartass.
All right. I have Opera on another computer, and when I tried it in Opera, I did not get frozen at 19 seconds. However, I was not signed in to my account. We already know if I'm not signed in to my account, we don't have the problem. There is one specific troubleshooting step that's really, really useful. I mean, gets us straight to the problem that has not been suggested yet. And I think it's something that is not very high on people's radar. So, and that's one of the reasons why I want to go through this is to remind people about that troubleshooting step. So incognito did not have the problem. How about if I sign in with incognito? Now my password manager isn't going to offer this because we're incognito.
Jim KJ3N said try Brave browser.
Let's see. I gotta think this through.
John Williams said you can try DuckDuckGo, lol.
Frosty Winnipeg said one person on Reddit said it seems to be the secure DNS feature in Firefox. He added YouTube.com to the whitelist for secure DNS, re-enabled all extensions and privacy features, and now good to go.
It's really difficult to remember to type my password at the same time that all those speaker bots are coming through. So then here, this should give a two-factor.
Official Tim Tech said, report the issue to YouTube, report the bug.
DobiTech said, I don't think switching to other Chromium browsers with an account would fix it, because it seems to be an issue with Chromium-based browsers, as we saw on Edge and Chrome.
Okay, so here I'm incognito, signed in with my account, and waiting for the 19-second mark.
Doug, when you get a minute, I have a question.
All right. So there we go. Incognito, signed in with my account. We have the same problem. Frosty, I see your link, but I'm not going to go down that road because we can get closer with troubleshooting. But later, I want to go to that link because it might actually have the answer that I don't have. So I want to get through some more troubleshooting options first. Try Firefox. I suspect Firefox will work as, I mean, will not have the symptom as long as I'm not signed in, but it would be interesting to see if it has the same symptom when I'm signed in to my YouTube account.
DobiTech said I would then try using Firefox with an account as at Danthaman. 6161 said, as it isn't a Chromium-based browser.
That and your suggestions about not a Chromium-based browser might get us different results, but what do we conclude from that? That there's a problem with Chromium-based browsers. Okay, but I want to get a little bit further into isolating the symptom. One of the troubleshooting steps is isolating the symptom. Get it down to the most narrow circumstances. And there's more that we can do with that. Okay, so one of the things that was suggested was a different account. Try a different account now. Might just be affecting the channel owner. So let's try that over here in the most isolated area that we have currently, and that's in the incognito window. We know that if I sign out, we will not have the symptom. But watch this. If I come here to switch account and just go to one of my other sub accounts, let's try GrandpaDougLearnsFortnite. Here's the trailer playing. So what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to pause that right there. 1 in chat if you think we'll see the symptom. 0 in chat if you don't think we'll see the symptom. Give you a chance to chime in. What do you think is going to happen here? This is still my Google account. Doug@DougBetts.com. It's a different sub account. I see zeros coming in. Meaning, what did I say that was going to mean? See the symptom or not see the symptom? Tim says play all the way through. So I think that's what it was. The zeros, we're not going to see the symptom. All right.
No way.
That no way might be saying I stated that wrong. That 0 means we will see the symptom. There's 20 seconds, 21 seconds. We are not seeing the symptom when I'm signed into a different sub account. I don't even know. Is that what I said for 0? A different sub account, we are not seeing the symptom.
Yes, affirmative.
That means YouTube is targeting me, well, not me specifically, because my other sub accounts work. And this seems to be consistent across different computers and browsers, where if I'm signed into one of my other sub accounts, one of my other
John Williams said, must be the FBI's watching you? LOL.
Yeah, looks like Jim was surprised with that. Yeah.
DobiTech said it has a bias towards other accounts.
A bias preferring other accounts, or bias against me, against my LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts account.
Frosty
What?
Winnipeg said, Skynet has targeted you for bufferation.
Bufferation. That's a technical term. Yeah. Is that a head scratcher or what?
LWTdb said at John Williams, nah, FBI, no, NSA, yes, LOL.
This gets more strange on the next level that I'm going to go ahead and take us to, which is a good time for an ad break. Now, if you're getting the ads, once you're at, and if you're forced to watch it, after the ad break's over, hit your J key on the keyboard to go backwards by, 30 seconds each time, I think, to get to where I'm announcing the ad break. So there's the ad break itself. Okay, so I held off on the actual ad break button so that the people who are going to see the ad can know how to rewind back. Maybe I can actually demonstrate it here. There's a clue on the screen. Somebody who's sharp might get an idea.
LWTdb said, I haste YT. No ad for me.
Hacked. I bet Alias means a hacked YouTube. No ad for him. Okay, once the ad finishes, I'm going to demonstrate the L key on the keyboard. When is that going to finish? I can skip. It shows sponsored 2 of 2, says 0, and there we're back. So then the J key will go backwards by, should show on the screen.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh yeah, there it is. When I go forward, it's over here on the right side of the screen, 10 seconds. When I go backwards, on the left side of the screen, you'll see 10 seconds. If you use the, right arrow key, that goes forward by 5 seconds. Left arrow key on the left side goes backwards by 5 seconds.
DobiTech said he probably means modified YouTube client like you'd have on Android, for example. Although it won't be promoting those here, LOL.
Right. Right.
So you're saying your stats for nerds, there's a clue in there about why this is happening?
Yes. Yes. Does anybody remember how to get to the stats for nerds? Tell me how to get there.
Let me call Alex. I'll be right back.
This is a very useful feature and very rarely talked about in my experience with watching YouTube videos. Waiting to see if somebody tells me how to get to stats for nerds.
I think we're all trying to figure it out before we ask you.
Tim is saying you click on the video, left click.
LWTdb said right clock on video and stats for nerds.
There you go. So if I come back to this video and then if I right clock.
Would you stop it when I'm drinking?
And then choose stats for nerds. And here's what this brings up. Now, it's not going to be really informative to us until we are monitoring this while the symptom is occurring. So I'm going to close that and I'm going to refresh this screen and then I'll right click right away and choose stats for nerds. So watch this stats for nerds up here. There's buffer health, there's network activity, the trailer's playing along.
LWTdb said, I mean, click. I typed it fast.
Yeah, I know. We got to have fun with typos. Otherwise, we wouldn't have fun, right? All right, so there it is buffering. And what's happened here is the buffer health starts out with reasonable buffer health. And then it starts dropping.
Okay, yeah.
But there is something else wrong with this graphic. And unless you have experience with this graphic, you won't know what that is.
TikTok.
Now this buffer health is wiping out completely, and that's because this playhead got all the way to the right, and then it refreshing again. It's like a radar on a scope. When the needle comes back around to the top, it's going to start refreshing everything that as it passes. So there's no buffer health. All right.
Did you have network activity at the start?
Did I have network activity at the start? Well, let's go find out. Let's see. Let's see if I can leave stats for nerds up and do the refresh while that's still up. No. So I have to open stats for nerds again. There's a single bar there for network activity.
Right. Okay. And then does a single bar go away? Well, yeah, it probably does when it gets to the end and starts all over.
When it gets to the end, yeah, we'll go ahead and let it go to see that. Don't make assumptions. We think we can assume when it starts drawing again that network activity will disappear because it looks like we don't have any more network activity. Yeah, it went away.
It went away, yeah.
For the people who asked, is this a problem with your internet service? This is on the computer that I am live streaming on right now, and I have Zoom on, and this same symptom occurs even if I'm using, for example, this laptop with no other tabs open. And apparently now we know it doesn't matter what browser I'm using. If I'm logged in with my Live Windows Training account, this is the way the symptom occurs. Now, how does it work otherwise? If we go back to one of my other accounts, we could go to any of those and turn on stats for nerds. So I didn't even have to go pick out the video again. I just switched. What channel am I signed into? I didn't even sign out and sign in. I just choose a different brand
DobiTech
channel.
said the buffer health slowly decreases. YouTube buffers every so often to load more of the video. I would assume what's happening is after it needs to buffer. It doesn't get any network activity.
DobiTech said, but that still makes it confusing because why only on your account?
Right. Why only on that brand account? We ought to call it the brand account because it's not my YouTube account. It's not my Google account. It's my Live Windows Training-DougBetts account that's experiencing this. Now, something I haven't tried, what happens if I go to my personal account, my master account? Because the Grandpa Doug Plays Fortnite and Live Windows Training, those are both specifically brand accounts. Those are not my personal account as an individual. To get to that, let's see what we're no longer seeing network activity because it reached the end of the trailer. But we saw a bar happen on the network activity occasionally. Now, while we're here, let's look at that a little bit closer and discuss it. The stats for nerds. The buffer health, it'll come up with a green bar every time that it needs to grab more data. That more data comes down very quickly. It brings what, about 5 seconds worth in each time we see one of those green bars. So it's bringing in several seconds worth, and then it runs off of that buffer until the buffer is somewhat exhausted. Then it'll go grab another load of stuff. And as we see here, it only did 4 downloads. So in those 4 downloads, it got all that it needed to play that entire 55-second trailer.
Downloads or uploads?
Those are downloads. That's downloading video content to my computer to play the trailer. Now, what we want to go next is, because I have not tried this, switching to my personal account. That's this one right here, DougBetts. I don't think that reveals anything that I care about, but I'm going to take that off screen just because it's good habit for me to do. Yeah, no, that comes right back to the same thing. I do not know how this one will work. I have not tested this. There's a download. It looks to me like that one is not going to have the symptom, which is what we would expect. It seems like all of the other accounts, all the other brand accounts, otherwise known as sub accounts, the correct term is brand accounts, and my primary personal account are not having the problem. Only my account. Now you might speculate that it has to do with playing my trailers on my account, but
Official
no.
Tim Tech said, that's cool. I'll have premium account, Doug.
And it is a premium account. See, I didn't quite understand what he was saying there. Cleared cookies. No. That's cool. You have a premium account. Oh, that's what he said. Have you cleared cookies? That's an interesting idea. And see, I was tempted to dismiss that, as I don't think that would be likely. But the point I'm trying to make here is when you're troubleshooting, don't make assumptions or go prove your assumptions. If you have an assumption, stop and question yourself. Let's prove that. Is there a way that we can prove that? So is there any problem if I try to clear cookies while I'm live streaming? Well, the way we could deal with that is I could clear the cookies on one of these other computers. So that would be a safer thing to do, because the same symptom behaves the same way on the other computers. So I could go to Baby Beast or go to the laptop and clear cookies and see if that makes a difference. Seems like there was another piece I wanted to demonstrate here too. What was it? Oh yeah. Ken, do you have a show scheduled for tonight, and is there a trailer, or can you set up a trailer right quick on your channel?
DobiTech said, I apologize. I'll be right back. I will not be able to stay for the whole show due to IRL
I don't have Zoom
inconveniences.
audio right now. I'm listening on the stream.
Oh.
No, I do.
Oh.
There's
All right.
an echo. Okay,
Yeah,
it's back. Whatever I did fix. Yeah, I'll set a trailer up.
Yeah, set a trailer up. I'm going to test my Zoom mute button because I used that a little while ago to clear my throat, and I did not see it go mute, and then later it was. So I'm going to test that. It should show up on the stream. Yeah.
Doing the trailer now. I'll
So
let
that
you know when
muted-
it's there.
All right, thank you. So that Zoom that Zoom mute button is working. I'm going to hit an ad break. And I think I might have missed somebody's. Oh, Adobe's be right back. I will not be able to stay for the whole show. In real life inconveniences. All right. Well, thank you. Is it an overexuberant phishing or ransomware piece of PC virus software? That is something I have not. What I did kind of ask myself that, but if it is, then that would be something that affects only my LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts account.
DobiTech said, I will watch over the show if it ends up ending by the time I get back, though.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dobie. We've got another hour to go. We're 2 hours on Saturdays. Greg M., it's a strange, though, that it's happening on multiple computers. Would think cookies would be system specific if they were the issue. Well, here is something that you need to realize, and you would not automatically assume, is the other computers that I've tried this on have my Microsoft account, 2 of them. The laptop does not have my Microsoft account for logging into Windows, but they all have my Google account logged in to Chrome, but that wouldn't seem to be the issue since other browsers, Chromium based, other browsers where I sign into my YouTube account are having the same issue. Cookies are browser dependent as far as I know. So that really
DobiTech
doesn't
said, what if you tried it on a Windows 10 machine?
There's an idea. I like that, DobiTech. Aren't you supposed to go do something in real life? He can't pull himself away. That's a good show when he's got in
Read
real
chat,
life
please.
obligation and he can't pull himself away. Zavi Minor. Clearing cookies in one browser does not clear them in browser. Yeah,
DobiTech said,
absolutely.
yeah, in a few minutes. LOL. Also, yes, I can't take my eye off this.
All right. Yeah, so the clearing cookies things, that's something that I want to dismiss. But troubleshooting principles say, okay, maybe you won't pursue that for a while. If you've got better, higher potential things to pursue. The Windows 10, that is intriguing to me as a possibility. But if the symptom is there, what do we conclude from that? If the symptom is not there, what do we conclude from that? But we're very close to a third thing that I am suspicious of. This symptom, I noticed it, and it kind of didn't really register with me. I noticed it first when I was watching either trailer on Carrie Holzman's show or Ken Stout's show. And then when I start my shows in the morning, I'm always monitoring.
Official Tim Tech said you can try on a virtual machine.
I could. What does that tell us? Let's hold off on that. Let me finish this thought before you give me any more speaker bots. See, this is where I should be able to press a speaker bot because I want to get through this notion. Now I forgot what it was. Oh, when the symptom became apparent, or a child, or an uncle, when the symptom became apparent to me, when I realized it was, I think, watching trailers on Ken's show, maybe Carrie Holzman's show, maybe my show, but I only noticed it within either this week, maybe late last week. So because I'm taking the time to mention that, you might think that I'm trying to hint at something as a possibility.
24H2?
Do you think I have 24H2?
I don't know. I haven't been watching for a while, but
that's right. You haven't.
But you said you said I watch. I just haven't. I don't pay attention. You said it started last week. You tried the 24H2 experiment 3 days ago, so that eliminates that. So never mind. Do you want me to give you the link for the trailer that I uploaded, or do you just want me to post it in YouTube? I watched, not real attentively.
I had to give you that since you said it yourself. If you scheduled the trailer, I'll just go to your show.
It's unlisted. How are you going to see it?
Oh, okay. Then you could put how about putting the link into YouTube chat? Unless you don't want to expose that trailer yet, but I'm going to play it. So
there it is. Say no more.
All right.
And by the way, that was good having me splash across your screen.
I don't know how to continue the show when you told me to not say any more. I'm not allowed to say more. How do people...
Hello, everybody. I will be taking over for the live Windows Training-DougBetts show from this point forward. Thank you for being here.
How do people put up with this? Copy link address. Let's go back to that incognito. I'm currently signed in with Grandpa Doug. We'll change that because we don't care about seeing it there yet. Here's the Live Windows Training account, and then I'll paste that link for Ken's trailer. So I haven't opened the stats for nerds. What do you think? I'm going to pause it there. And I need to say this right. One, if you think we're going to...
DobiTech said, sorry, I am back. Hope I didn't miss anything.
Oh, you're pretty good. You could rewind to where you left and then do shift period once or twice to play at a faster speed, and then you can catch up. Or mustard or relish, but catch up is what you want to do. Oh, such a dad. Where was I? Oh, I paused here. So 1 in chat if you think we will see the symptom. 0 in chat if you think we will not see the symptom. Watching Ken's trailer on the Live Windows Training DougBetts YouTube sign in. 1 if you think we'll see the symptom. 0 if you think we won't see the symptom. I gotta figure out how am I gonna say those the right way. I'm pretty sure I said those the right way. Okay, so we're at 9 seconds, pressing play. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Not seeing the symptom. That surprises me. That is not consistent with what I have been experiencing.
Mileage may vary.
I thought we were going to see the symptom. It's a 2-minute, 10-second. Ken, can you give me a link for your... Was this your trailer from yesterday?
DobiTech said it
No,
might
this-
only occur
this
for
will be
trailers
tonight's
in
trailer.
scheduled streams or premieres, as this one is just a standard unlisted video.
Oh, this is not playing as a trailer. That's it. That's it. This is a standard video. He was right. No, this is not a
Okay,
trailer.
I'll schedule a show and put it in as a trailer then.
Right, right. And DobiTech...
Give me a moment.
Yeah. He was exactly right here, and I knew that. And I had asked for a trailer, and that was not a trailer. So yeah, DobiTech, you're exactly right. It might only occur for trailers in scheduled streams or premieres, as this one is just a standard unlisted video. So he's going to take
good
that.
catch.
He's going to take that same video and make it a trailer on his show, probably his show that's scheduled for tonight. That makes this symptom even weirder because it's not a video, assuming we have the symptom. It's not a video coming from any particular channel. It's not specific to the video. It's specific to a trailer, actual scheduled trailer. And let's go look at something else while we're waiting for him to do that. Let's go. This is another variation. And this is, I'm after the thinking through a challenging troubleshooting issue. If I go to my YouTube studio and go find a trailer, and if I play the trailer directly, not scheduled as a trailer, but it's a video that is qualified as a trailer. No, that should be just be a video. These are video. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so no, this should be the same symptom that we just experienced. See, these are all...
DobiTech said, hearing Doug say I'm right makes me feel proud, Lalor.
Very good. Good.
Yes. Yes, Dobie, I'm waiting for those words to... Never mind.
Yeah, he'll never hear those, right? But we already demonstrated this with Ken's video when he gave me a link to his video that is qualified as a trailer, but it wasn't scheduled as a trailer. That's when we don't see the symptoms. So this is a video that is titled as a trailer, but it's not about to play as a trailer. I have to, let's go, I'll take the shareable link.
Playing as a trailer now.
Now this is not playing as a trailer, but it is, if I were to schedule it as a trailer, I would expect the same symptom. I'm logged in now with my LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts account, and we're not expecting to see the symptom. And then we'll go do Ken's scheduled trailer. Yep, did not lock up there, and Stats for Nerds shows it continues downloading on the network activity screen. Okay, so I have a bookmark here for Ken Stout's show. It takes me straight to, I'm going to pause this right away, takes me to youtube.com/IamKenster08/live. You can bookmark that, and that will always take you to his next scheduled live stream. If you did it with my channel name, it would be my live stream or Carrie's and so on. So here we got it identified as a trailer. I'll click play. And I'm not going to ask you to say it in chat. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that we expect to see the symptom.
It'll play.
Oh, you're saying it will play?
I just have to be opposite of what you said. If you said it won't, I say it will.
he just wants to be identified as wrong again.
19 seconds it buffered.
Svimanor said maybe after X% of the length of the video.
So I played it on mine with no issues, but it has an issue on yours. That's kind of a clue, is it not?
Well, I think that's consistent with what we've seen so far. You're signed in with your account. The only time I see the symptom is if I am using my LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts account. I can use my other accounts and not have the symptom. So it makes sense that you're not seeing the symptom because you're not using my account. Now, does that give you a clue?
True.
Does that give you a clue, Ken Stout, how I can make this symptom show on your computer?
No. That still has me very intrigued.
All right. It's pretty simple. I'm going to see if anyone in chat can give the answer to that. We'll give them some time to come up with that. How can I make that symptom appear on Ken's computer? Let's see.
Just shy of remoting in and taking over the computer? I mean, you're not going to do that, right?
Why not? That's it. Ken.
I knew your middle name was Alexander. I knew it.
Ken, I'm looking into the camera. Are you watching me right now?
I am.
Are you watching me? Ken Stout, you're right. You said that would never happen. I just did it. See, that went right over his head. He did not even react to it.
I got it.
Eventually.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
I
had to drive 4 hours this morning. I'm not here yet.
Oh, I see. That's your excuse this time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the way I can make the symptom show up on Ken's computer is connect to his computer remotely, log into my account on his computer, and play a scheduled trailer. So that's a point that I'm trying to make about troubleshooting is try to narrow down your symptom to the most narrow of circumstances.
Keith said, how about play trailer on your phone?
I like that idea. On my phone, and I can show that on screen.
DobiTech said, so it's not YouTube Premium then, as the other accounts had it and didn't do it. So we can X that one off.
Yes, absolutely. My other YouTube channels are under the same YouTube Premium account. So they did not have the problem. So it's not a premium issue. All right, for my cell phone, I'm going to turn off.
John Williams said Badgers win over Northwestern.
Okay.
Yes, Doug's the football fan. You know, nothing gets by him.
Yeah, that's... Don't know, don't care. All right, so I always got to remember where to find this. I think it's display and brightness because, yeah, that makes sense as the place to turn off auto lock. Display and brightness. No, not intuitive. So because I don't want my phone to go dark after I connect it to the computer. So then I swipe down to get these icons, and then right here, and then the computers that I can connect the phone to show up here. And this happens due to a piece of software called Mirroring 360. I have that installed on both Big Beast and Baby Beast. So when I press Big Beast,
Keith said on data or Wi-Fi.
I'm on, my cell phone is connected through Wi-Fi. Then I can maximize this so that eliminates the other distraction in the background. And then I'll swipe up a couple times.
Aljas Tepe said, joke of day. What do you call a computer floating in the ocean? Adele rolling in the deep.
Oh, Adele, as in the singer. I guess she has a song called Rolling in the Deep. I don't recognize that. Let's go play this and then we'll go say hello to the new person in Zoom. Let's see, I'll go to subscriptions at the bottom and then go to Ken Stout. And then here's notify me. So here's the trailer showing up. Oops. I shouldn't have touched that. Let's try that again. Connected to AirPlay. There's the trailer. I better mute that. It was playing in my ear, but I don't think you're hearing it.
Barely can hear it.
Yeah. You were able to hear it barely?
Barely. I mean, it's like a
DobiTech said the
squeaking
phone
noise.
seems to be showing only the video instead of the entire phone screen.
Yeah, it is, which was actually a surprise to me that that's what it's doing, but I can't tell where 19 seconds is at. And it's kind of loud in my ear. I got to turn the volume down. That's what I'll do. Just turn the volume down. Duh.
That's kind of what he's doing.
That didn't turn the volume down at all. But I think it's more than 19 seconds.
DobiTech said, may want to try just recording it or something, and then show us the recording without seeing the outcome.
Ken, are you able to identify if that's beyond the 19-second mark?
Yes, that's way past the 19-second mark. Hang on, I'll tell you where you're at.
Okay, so
you
the cell
are
phone
at the 40-second mark right there.
Yeah, okay, I was sure that must have been the case. And I just confirmed my cell phone is signed in to the LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts. Now this is not what I'm seeing on my cell phone right now. So it's showing the video, the whole video, and nothing but the video. And we'll go try going back to the screen share. Just to show you that it is signed in correctly, and it's not coming up on screen. Why? Oh, there it is. So there you can see Live Windows Training. All right, I'm gonna catch the last couple speaker bots, then go say hello to the new person in Zoom. Joke of the day, we saw or heard that. So on my cell phone, did not have the symptom with the same YouTube brand account. The phone seems to be showing only video instead of entire phone screen. At the time, really, that's all. I was seeing the description under the video. May want to try just recording it or something, then show us the recording without saying the outcome. I don't understand that. May want to try just recording it or something, and then show us the recording without saying the outcome. Yeah, I don't know what you mean there. Yeah, YouTube app is not affected there. Okay, so I'm going to hit a ad break and then bring in Zoom to say hello to Jim. Hello, Jim. Give me a voice.
DobiTech said, I mean, recording the phone screen instead of screen sharing so it doesn't share only the video. It does that because it assumes you're trying to broadcast to a TV.
Oh, okay. I got
And we hear Jim.
Yeah, there he is. There's his audio. I think he waved. Adobe, I mean, recording the phone screen instead of screen sharing, so it doesn't share only the video. It does that because it assumes you're trying to broadcast to the TV. Does that make any difference as to whether we see the symptom or not? I think we've been there, done that as far as the phone. The phone did not have the symptom, and it uses my YouTube account. That same brand account.
DobiTech said maybe or maybe not. I doubt it would.
Is Opera Chromium, can somebody tell me, is Opera Chromium based?
I haven't the slightest idea.
No idea.
All right.
Dean at
Brave.
DobiTech said yes.
I do have Brave. Brave is not Chromium, correct?
Brave, I think, might be.
Oh.
I'm still waiting for you to try Firefox, but just go ahead and ignore me. It's fine.
Well, I don't think I have Firefox installed anywhere.
DobiTech said Brave is Chromium.
Brave is Chromium.
Z-Manner said Opera based on Chromes.
Let's try this. Maybe I do. Looks like I do. Because Firefox, nope, it just gives me a search. All right, so we'll install Firefox. On
You know that if this works on Firefox, you're never going to hear the end of it. You know that, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Giving you fair warning.
All right. Now, what if Firefox has the same symptom? What do I put that back on you in your face? I don't know.
Well, if you're smart, you will.
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. So there's the download, opening the Firefox installer. But there's still another thing that's on my mind about this that nobody has proposed yet. I need to remember
I can't come
to
up
not
with all the
forget that.
solutions. I already solved how you're going to put it on my computer. So do I got to solve this too?
Yeah.
Oh, there is no hope.
If you can get two Ken Stout, you are correct from me in the same show, I think that would be a landmark day.
I think I'd go outside and make sure that you're still spinning.
You better go out and buy lottery tickets.
Pin Firefox to taskbar. Firefox's default, no. Import from previous browser, no. Save and continue. Would you like to pin Firefox? Yeah. That way I can jump over to it anytime I need to troubleshoot an issue that I think might be Chromium based. Stay encrypted when you hop between devices. Scan the QR code. No, I don't want to do that. I'll skip this step. Privacy badger, Facebook, clear URLs. No, I'm not going to add those. I'll skip that. I'm going to hit an ad break. For those who are forced to see ads, you can rewind back to this point after the ad. Firefox has your back. Start browsing. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to take this off screen for a moment and check on something. Yes. So here is one of the reasons why I like signing in with a Microsoft account. Now, let me explain Big Beast and Baby Beast. They use local account profiles, but those local account profiles sign in with a Microsoft account. So when I check the sign in options, I see that I'm signed in with a Microsoft account, but it's actually a local account profile. So I don't create the profile with a Microsoft account. I create it as a local account and then subsequently sign in as a Microsoft account. But here's one of the features that I really like that it gives me. Come back here to Baby Beast, is I can do Windows key V, It brings up my clipboard history, which includes the copies that I did from Big Beast. So it has my clipboard history from any of the computers where I'm signed in with a Microsoft account. This should be the link for Ken's. I think the last thing I did was Ken's trailer, but that's not the way we want to play this, because that just went straight to the video. Trailer marble. No, it was mine. It was mine that I did. Okay, so Windows key V, it's perhaps this one. Just going to make a liar out of me. Yeah, there's Ken's trailer as a video. So that's not the trailer. We already know that we don't care to do that. So let's go to a new tab, do youtube.com/, can I type this right? Ken Stout Live. Let's do it with the @ symbol. Ken Stout Live. Is it just like that with no spaces? Yes, that's it. And then this has a subscribe. Oh, can I not even see his scheduled videos without being subscribed?
I don't think that's the right one.
I don't think that's me.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
It's not him.
Okay.
I'm Kinster 08.
All right. Then let's go do it this way. We'll come back to Big Beast. We'll go to Ken's channel page. And then I'll go up here into the bar at the top, Control C, then go back to Baby Beast, and Windows key V should give me that. Yeah, just instantly I get that available. And then go to his live shows and his scheduled live. I'm not signed in with Live Windows Training yet. So I'll go ahead and play this not signed in. Maximize. Mute the audio, although Baby Beast speaker in the bottom right corner was already muted, so I wasn't hearing it anyway. Is that copyrighted music, Ken?
Oh, I'm sure it is. That's why I did it as a trailer unlisted.
Yeah, well, it came over a little bit, I think, on my channel. I think you were hearing it through my headphones and my microphone. I think my microphone was picking up faintly from my headset.
DobiTech said, taking advantage of the Windows clipboard feature I see. I absolutely
Yes.
love that.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so we're past 19 seconds.
40
Oh,
seconds,
yeah.
yeah. You're
All
at
right.
40 seconds.
Okay, so then we'll sign in. So doing this from memory rather than a password manager, and make sure it doesn't show. I have to think it through every time. And then I got to do a two-factor authentication, since that is not remembered on this computer yet. Let's see, Gmail app. I'm going to do a verbal here. Let's see, mute that. Yeah, Ken, do you still hear me in Zoom?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I pressed the Zoom mute once and it did not mute. Second time did.
Okay, now you cut off in mid-sentence, so I don't hear anything at the moment.
The question is, can he still hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
All right. What I did was I used a audible command to my phone to open the Gmail app, and I didn't want to trigger other people's phones. All right, so here's that trailer playing in the Gym browser, Firefox.
Gym browser.
Yeah, because the word just escaped me. And there it is.
Buffering.
Buffering at 19, not at 19 seconds. This is the only time
16,
it has not
16.
been 19. That
16 seconds. That's very weird.
That is weird. This is just bizarre and weird on so many levels. But still nobody
DobiTech
has...
said, uh-oh, Firefox wasn't the savior this time.
No. Still nobody has come up with the idea that I have in mind.
Well, I'm leaning toward it has something to do with your signing in.
Well, we know that my...
Obviously not.
They're at 16
No.
seconds again. We know that signing in with Live Windows Training causes the symptom to happen, apparently on any browser, and on those computers and any browser, it appears that I can go to any of my other sub accounts or my primary personal account and not have the symptom. So, Jim, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
All right.
It's fine. It's just, I find that extremely weird.
Welcome to our world. This is not the first
Read
time
chat,
you've come
please.
across something extremely weird, I suspect. But this one's this is kind of, might take the cake. Somebody
All right.
asked to read chat.
Well, you got about, about 30 minutes left. I hope we're going to get to what you think's going on.
Yeah, I guess I better pull it, pull that card out of my hat. With your Live Windows Training-DougBetts channel, do you have experimental features on? Oh. You know what? I think I do. Experimental features.
Said Firefox. See the problem 2 seconds earlier.
That was a voice that I want to nix.
Clearly not use that voice. That oh my gosh.
In the world.
Oh, what did that do? I just tried to do a button to flag that for me to go back and look at that voice. I want to black out that voice because we don't need that again. This new topic will draw my attention.
DobiTech said English sounds
what
weird
is
today.
your major malfunction?
Right.
Yeah, really.
Right. So to read what Zvi said, Firefox see the problem 2 sec earlier. Firefox sees the problem 2 seconds earlier. How about it's buffering? It's downloading and buffering. Maybe it doesn't download as much content. Do we get a right click in stats for nerds? Yes. This looks so much like Crhome to me. How do we know this is Firefox? Is Firefox, oh no. Is Firefox identified somewhere? I mean, yeah, it's the icon on the taskbar is the only way I recognize this as Firefox. But stats for nerds. So let's refresh that and do stats for nerds again. Yeah, I think it's just Firefox is seeing, it's not downloading as much content in the first download. Is what I would describe that as.
Yeah, but it's essentially the same symptom.
Yeah, but they're at 17.
It's not Chrome base.
Right. So it's not,
Yeah.
it doesn't appear to be a browser issue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the clue that I gave earlier is when I was describing when the symptom appeared. That my recollection is I noticed the symptom towards the end of last week. What occurred last week?
I know
2 hurricanes in Florida.
Updated the coding for videos and ads on YouTube, the streams.
And there was updating for coding. What? Say that again.
They updated the code on the counter the ad blockers.
Who updated
Yes,
the
but
code?
that was Chrome.
That was
Chrome
Chrome.
that decided to do that. That's got nothing to do with Firefox.
This is happening in all browsers.
So what happened last week?
Well,
I'll bring
last
up-
week was Windows updates.
Bingo. Bingo. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I think most people experienced with computer issues would discount that and say, nah, Windows updates wouldn't do that. But I have seen it do weird things that don't get reported in the large in the large media. So what I have, and all three of these computers received the cumulative update from last week. They're not 24H2. Now, if I connected to somebody else's 24H2 computer, signed into my account, that might tell us something. If I connected to a Windows 10 computer, I wouldn't be so enthused about that, because I described yesterday a symptom on a client's computer where Windows 11 computer and Windows 10 computer that both got cumulative updates last week or that week were unable to print from that government subsidized HUD website. When I uninstalled the cumulative updates on both Windows 10 and Windows 11, boom, they were able to print.
Doug, you can connect. We can switch the monitor computer for the Princess Cam, because that's a version copy of 24H2 on here.
I don't think I'm interested in taking the time to do it now, because we are less than half an hour to go. Okay. And we do have an unboxing of this all-in-one to do. And this all-in-one will have appearances through next week.
If you're interested in trying it, just let me know, and we can set up a time and when you want to do it.
Okay, thank you. Now Zoom won't mute at all. So I just muted the stream. Try the mute button again. No, it will not mute. That is so. All right. So I'll be uninstalling the cumulative updates on one of these computers, one or more of these computers, and see if that clears the symptom. I don't care enough about the symptom to delete or remove the cumulative update from all of my computers. I suspect at some point this symptom will get fixed. Is it a symptom that affects enough people out there? I don't know. Now that part I need to answer. Somebody asked about the
He said hence why the
things.
iPhone worked.
Yeah, that because the iPhone is not a Windows computer. Good point. Let's go look at those experimental features, because I do think I have that enabled. I think that's in settings, permissions, maybe, no, channel, maybe, feature eligibility, standard, intermediate, advanced. If anybody sees where to check on experimental features,
read chat, please.
Let me know. Arnold Albert, what's the difference between BitLocker and device encryption on Windows 11? Device encryption is for Windows Home computers. Windows 11 Home would have device encryption. It uses the BitLocker engine underneath, but it's somewhat limited in what it can do. It encrypts drives that are on that device, not attached to it, and there's a variety of other features and difference about it. It shows up different on the settings screens on your computer, in the sense that the Pro versions will call it BitLocker. The Home versions will call it device encryption, but you'll still see the words BitLocker through some of the menu options that you go to. So mainly the difference is that BitLocker comes with Windows Pro, Windows 10 Pro, Windows 11 Pro has BitLocker, and 11 Home and 10 Home has device. Well, I'm not sure if 10 Home has device encryption. And if you buy a major brand name computer such as a Dell or a HP,
DobiTech said, I do not think, at least right now I could certainly be wrong, that YouTube Studio experimental features would affect normal YouTube. I believe it would only add onto YouTube Studio's options.
yeah, but that would be my LiveWindowsTraining YouTube account. So that's the only thing that's being affected, is that brand account of mine. So I think that you're probably right that it wouldn't affect normal YouTube, but my normal YouTube is not experiencing this symptom.
DobiTech said, I've only seen experimental features affect Studio, not standard YouTube. So that's why I made the assumption.
Well, I don't know what you mean by standard YouTube. It sounds like you're referring to when I'm watching videos, I'm using standard YouTube, but I'm still on my account that has experimental features turned on. You may only see menu options in Studio, but when you're watching videos with that account, you still are using the account that has experimental features turned on.
According to a quick Google search, you go to your account, right-click on your icon in the right, and select Try Experimental Features, but I don't see it on mine anywhere.
Right-click? When I right-click, I get a...
No, not right-click, just click on it. I put the right... It says Select Settings in the top right corner, and then select Try Experimental Features.
Read chat, please.
All right, I'll come to chat in a moment.
I ain't seeing that anywhere. Of course, then again, I'm nobody special.
It's you.
Try experimental features. See, I previously did that in the studio, and now I'm doing it on my regular YouTube, as Dobie referred to it. Then if I go to settings, that sounds really familiar, that I may have turned that on because there was a specific feature that I wanted to try.
It also says it's available for a limited time, and I have no idea when this was posted.
DobiTech said at Wintermute sent a link to YouTube experimental features.
Okay.
Aha. Thank you, Wintermute.
But this is about it. It doesn't take me to that choice in my account to see whether I have it turned on or not. There's got to be a place for me to go to see if I have.
DobiTech said no features are available right now.
Oh, so that may be why we're not finding it, because they have no experimental things available right now. Maybe that's why we're not going to find it. All right. Okay. Let's move to this unboxing. And with 15 minutes later, I'm not going to get through as far as we usually get to, meaning doing an initialization. We'll do the unboxing. Ad break. Taking a quick look through here. All right. So there is a link in the show notes for this computer on Amazon so that you can see what this computer is. It's right there in the description of the video. Unboxing. Surprisingly, this came by USPS, Postal Service. I don't see any damage on the box. And one of the things that we're concerned about is how well was it packed? Well, tell me what you think. That doesn't sound too good to me. Is
Well,
that
that's probably because you'll find the original OEM box is inside there with no additional padding.
agreed? Agreed. It just went, and I thought of that not too long after I first realized that this thing is just sliding around inside there. Go this way, for those who are worried right now, I did black out my address because that's been something that any self-respecting Doug would forget to do.
Now, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I pulled up the page for where this thing is listed.
Yeah.
When you purchased it, did it have a $25 coupon on it?
I don't recall noticing that. How much? The price that I put into the description is what I paid for it.
Okay.
Would that have been
Double check.
the 25 or not?
No, believe it or not, right now it's listed at $297.99, which is $298.
Yeah.
Let's not split freaking hairs here, shall we?
Right.
And then on the page it says it's a $25 coupon. So basically you're going to get it for a little under $275.
All right. I'm not decided whether I might return it or not. I could. I don't have anybody on tap that's going to want to buy this. I just bought it because I'm curious to find out. I'm very interested in these inexpensive computers because, as with many technicians around when they first started coming out, I thought, nah, that's just not, it's almost immoral for business offices to be getting computers for such a small amount of money. And are these unknown brands safe to buy from? And the other side of me is saying, could this be a substantial shift in the industry that 10 years from now we're going to look back on and say, well, yeah, that had to happen. Computers got a lot cheaper. And we got to a level of awareness that probably, 80% of users, these low-end processors, the N95s and N100s for their web browsing, for their document typing and stuff, and for even turning the computer on, these boot just as fast, that they may be okay. So this is all an experiment for me. I do not know how it's going to turn out.
Well, I can definitely say that this is not what I would choose to even play basic games.
Well, I would agree with that for games. However, this class of computer, I've been buying these B-Links as N95s, but they have i5s.
Right. Now here's a question I have. That one place, I think it's a government-run facility that you have done work with, or whatever the hell it might be. Did they not use like all-in-ones for the residents to use? This might be
Yes.
a reasonable substitute.
Yes, it might. They are not doing that anymore. Interestingly, COVID shut that down and they have not recovered from that. I mean, they have not gone back to that. However, they potentially could become...
John Williams said device encryption is available for Windows 10 Home 22H2.
Okay, thank you, John. So you clarified that. I was unsure if Windows 10 Home had that. These facilities are so tight on their budgets that I don't see them volunteering to provide computers to the residents. Back when they originally did that, they were actually being pressured by the government subsidies to provide computer access for their residents, and that could come back. So anywho, interesting box. And the image on the front of it kind of implies maybe that they're claiming it for gaming. However, it may be the same box or the same basic box for their i5 computers. Not that i5 is a great level for gaming, but again, you got to talk about what games. Says Thin Mini ITX down here on the bottom. Right there, full HD 1080p, visually attractive fashion, all in one machine with high performance, ultra thin design makes it more fit in the working environment. All in one design, which makes it handy in the office. Procedure simplified with rich color gamut, which makes it visually attractive and high image quality. I only cared to read that to see if they're claiming anything about gaming. It looks to me like it's probably completely assembled, or not even the some assembly required. I'm thinking it'll just pull out of the box and be ready to plug in. I knew this was going to be a difficult unboxing because of its size. So we got styrofoam packing in here, power supply, power cord, some literature, a mouse pad. The cardboard box in here that's got stuff in it. And I do see the stand, so it is mounted to the stand. Somebody's got to be wondering, how is he gracefully going to do this on camera?
Oh, I don't think Graceful's going to enter this one.
Well, I don't know, maybe. Maybe.
Oh, I so want to say put a 1 in chat.
It almost looks like you put a box in the floor and lift up.
Oh.
There we go.
It's light.
I would expect it to be, quite frankly.
I was not expecting it to be that light. You know, these little styrofoam fuzzies. Okay. All right, I'm gonna. How about that way? Do I have that camera on a button? I don't. Let's try this. Oops. All right, I'm going to flip that camera. Relax. There we go. That's better. This cover. Yeah, no assembly required. Well, let's go ahead and do a Windows initialization, see how they do it. This brand I've never heard of. So I have no idea what they're going to do as far as local user account. Plugged into a power strip that's mounted on the back of the table. It appears to be two USB 2.0, two USB 3.0, all type A's. There's an Ethernet port. There's a serial port.
What? No.
That's not
Wait
a
a minute.
VGA port. That's got pins.
No. How many? Yeah, hold that up there. What the?
It's
Holy
nine pins.
Serial.
Oh
That's not
my
a
God.
VGA. That's serial.
What the hell?
And an HDMI port. A speaker port and a microphone port. Serial port.
What in the world?
Does the Amazon
90s
description
called.
reflect that?
Oh my God. The 90s called. They want their serial port back. Holy crap.
Right. I gotta look at something else here. This is interesting. There is an access door right here. It looks like it would take a 2.5-inch SATA drive, because I see a connector.
That's weird.
DobiTech said, "Sorry, I am back."
That's just plain weird.
Yeah.
This
So
thing, this thing is odd as hell.
Yeah, so if you want to add a 2.5-inch SSD drive or spinning drive, if you're foolish, you can do it that easily. No disassembly required.
That's wild.
PingD, PINGDY, the brand name. It's interesting design. All right. Oh, on the side, two more type A USB ports with a white tongue. So I don't know what those are. And then a power button right here. Green light showing power on. Wired keyboard and mouse comes with it.
Ah, yes, the obligatory e-waste mouse and keyboard.
I'm going to use these USB ports on the side.
Jeff said in YouTube chat, the description claims it's a VGA port, not serial.
VGA
Mine says
port should have-
VGI, but I don't know what a VGI port is.
Huh.
That just doesn't seem right.
my HDMI cable to connect to this won't quite reach over there.
Yeah, there's no, I haven't seen anything that's 9-pin that wasn't a serial port. VGA is typically 15-pin.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at that again. It was 9 pins. Yeah.
According to the description I'm looking at, it's 12.
12 pins on that port?
According to, I clicked on your link and I'm looking at it through Amazon and it says VGI POT and there's 12 little
Yeah.
holes in the port.
Yeah, yeah.
It would have to be some special cable because it's not the normal cable.
All right.
Did you not
Well-
see the fine print where this said this came out of Ghetto Incorporated?
I did read, and I pointed this out yesterday. There was only one review. It was a 1-star review, and they were complaining that it did not have a camera. Although they say it claimed it did. I do not see a camera. I was
No, I
not
don't see
concerned
anything here.
about that.
No. No, there's nothing here that would indicate that it has a camera.
No.
Now, at the time the person bought it, it may have had listed a camera, but they
Right,
may have changed the
right.
description because that happens.
Okay.
It might have been a different model too. Who knows?
Yeah.
United States, US keyboard, second keyboard skip, license agreement, local account. No password. Let's see. I'll turn that off, turn that off, turn that off.
Oh, wait, no, oops, I'm sorry. I did. No, I'm looking right at the description and I completely missed it. It says, and I quote, 24-inch all-in-one desktop PC, N95 quad-core desktop computer with camera.
Right. It does say that.
It does say
Oh,
that.
all right. I have seen some of these mini computers come in claiming they have Ethernet, and when they actually send one of those adapters
Mm-hmm.
that has some USB ports and Ethernet port.
They could have had webcam come with it even.
Yeah,
Like
I
camera.
was thinking that might have a separate webcam.
I can see where that might fit for someone doing basic work in an office or something where they don't need a lot of power and just talking to a server or something.
Oh,
Or
certainly.
whatever they're doing.
Well, this is the N95 or N100, one of those. I have the many computers that are N95s and N100s in service for 2 or 3 months now, and the users are reporting they like them, and they're not slow at all. So for most normal users, I think these are really very viable at this point in time. So I'm going
And that
straight to
one-
cameras. Can't find your camera.
Yeah, well, considering that I've not seen anything that indicates there's actually one there, then
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I think that's all further I want to go with that today.
Zvimanor said no VGI port exists. The normal port called VGA-Doug. Repack and send it back.
The normal port called VGA-Doug. I didn't know there was a port called VGA-Doug. A normal port called VGA, Doug. Repack and send back. Like I say, I haven't decided whether I'm going to send it back or keep it around for various experiments, or maybe somebody will want to buy it locally. But I just got intrigued with it and wanted to check it out, in part because of Alice's interest in the all-in-one computers. I do not think this would be a good choice for her, this particular one. Let's see, 3 columns, 2 rows. However, the i5 version of it, maybe. Depends upon what. Well, we know the games that she likes is Sims 4.
And the problem with Sims 4 is that they keep upping the requirements as they add more things to the game.
Right, and we'll probably continue that.
And then, yes, that's going to continue. So this is definitely not it, that's for sure. And I'm not sure what all-in-ones are available that have a separate graphics chip in them. I'm sure they exist, but I'm not sure which ones they would be.
All right.
They're not a low price, then, that's for sure.
No, they're not going to be.
Photomix Media asking to check the top and see if there's a camera that pops out or slides out, but no, nothing there. Considering the price of this computer, I kind of like the way it looks. I'm a bit surprised about that.
You could be just missing the webcam that's supposed to come with it.
Yeah, it might be for when I say, hey, what about the webcam? They might ship one separate. And I have had, the story that I told you about the Ace Magic laptops that I ordered that never came. What did come was these USB adapters that were part of the purchase. They came as a separate
John Williams
shipment.
said that is for sure a generic motherboard. It's not HP or Dell.
Yeah, that's true. Was there a, I'm not sure what the point there is. It's probably very similar to the motherboards that are put into the mini computers, I would think. There's more space for a larger board, of course, but why bother with that? I did not check to see if this brand has other computers. I did not go look at their store. That's commonly available. I'm going to take a look at that listing again and see if they have a store. Whoops. Let's go here. Brand PingD. Sold by PingD. When they have their own Amazon store, it seems like it's shows around here somewhere as their store. That's clickable.
This takes you to more Amazon links.
Are these from that same brand? These are all-in-ones. Don't see the brand name on those listings. I'll try clicking into one of them. Yeah, it says PingD. So it looks like they have some other all-in-ones. This one, 27-inch. I think that was the most expensive one they had there. It's N100. Judging by those prices, I'm going to suspect they're all N100s.
Probably.
R7 3700U.
Wow.
Is that a?
Did you look at the 27-inch, Doug?
Yeah, I think I had that up briefly. This is a Ryzen 7
8 gigabyte of RAM. That's 24-inch you're looking at.
You asked about the 27-inch?
Yes.
Yeah. So that
It
was
an astronaut.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that. You should be seeing that from me on Zoom. That's what
Yeah.
I'm broadcasting right now.
It's only got 8 gigabyte of RAM in it.
John Williams said I tried a desktop motherboard from them and did not TPM 2.0 for Windows 11 OS.
I'll come and look at that comment in a moment. John, I want to continue with this a little bit. Some of these are 16 gigabytes. I think this computer is 16 gigabytes. This one's the most expensive of them. It's 24-inch and a touch screen. And a Ryzen 7 3700U. I do not know the Ryzen family well enough to know.
That's about 3 generations
Read
old
chat,
now.
please.
All right. Okay, coming to chat. Gary Weisenberger, hello. Device manager, see what specs you have. I tried desktop motherboard from them, meaning PingD, and did not have TPM 2.0 for Windows 11. Okay, so that might be a thing worth checking. Is this computer actually qualified to have Windows 11?
Oh, and yeah, it's N95, but I don't think it said what generation it was.
Oh,
because there's different generations of N95s.
I'm going to look at system first, and we'll go device manager.
Yeah.
Intel N95, 1.7 gigahertz, 16 gigabytes. Windows 11 Pro, 23H2.
It doesn't say. That's interesting.
Let's see, that was Gary asking device manager what specs. So let's punch through these. Disk drive, BR 512 gigabyte, whatever that is. If you got specific thing you want to look at, Gary, let me know.
Ports might be interesting to see what you truly have.
Say, oh, ports. COM1, that's a serial port.
Zvi Manera said check on device manager security.
Yep. The good old
Yeah,
fashioned serial port.
9600. That's a serial port.
Yeah, despite what they may claim, that's no.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a thing for processors in there, so you could expand that out, see what that's all about.
Here. I'm guessing that's 4-core. Why it's shown there 4 times.
That's an N95 is 4-core period.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see. Device manager security from Zvi.
Yeah, security devices.
Security devices. Ah, trusted platform module 2.0.
Oh, it's there.
It's there.
That could be a board they use in computers in China on some of the places. Since they make some weird boards.
Most all-in-ones have laptop-style boards on them in the first place.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough for now. We can look at this some more during the week for whatever people are interested in, but it's time to shut down.
Yeah.
Put this to bed. I will keep Zoom open for a little bit after the show is over, and let's say goodbye to the audience.
Bye, John.
Bye.
DobiTech said
All right,
my friend
thank you.
Aaron just
Bye
called
to
this
the
peak
audience.
stream.
And let's do that. Muted the participants. Wonder if that worked. No, it didn't. Aaron did.
John Williams said, thanks, Doug.
You're welcome. Dobie said, my friend Aaron just called this peak stream. I don't know what peak stream means. I'm going to presume it's a compliment just because I want to take it that way. All right. Goodbye. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll catch you next time.
Frosty Winnipeg said my urologist also happy with the stream.
Okay. Yeah, because I needed to know that.
DobiTech said yes, it is indeed a compliment.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let me get out of here. Hit the right button, Doug. There it is. Goodbye.
That